Good win. I mean, we came out a little flat, which I guess could be expected a little bit, but physically, I thought we were terrific. I thought just physically we were really, really good. Physically, how hard we played, and it took us a little while to adjust to the physicality of the game. I mean, they are a physical basketball team, and it took us a while to adjust. But I told our team about the 10, 11, 12-minute mark, you finally started adjusting. You figured it out a little bit. But physically, I thought we were really good. We made a lot of sloppy mistakes at times and shots and turnovers at times. But I thought the last 30 minutes of the game defensively, other than the rebounding, but defensively we were really good, really good. Anytime you hold Kansas State to 34%, a Big 12 team that's as good as they are, that's pretty good.
You and Markel had a hugging moment there at the end of the game. Well, obviously 4 years here. What was that moment like for you, seeing him walking off Cali Rivalry one last time?
Well, it's hard. It really is. I'm so happy and proud of him in so many ways, but I do. Markel's been here, and we've been through so much together. He's like a son to me, and I love him. And Markel's story hasn't been told enough. I mean, he's a terrific man, terrific young man who's been through a lot. Going to graduate on time, and just has taken full advantage and the opportunity of a college scholarship at Oklahoma State. He's done it the right way, and hasn't caused us any problems. Just a very sincere young man who I know his whole story. I know who he is. I know where he comes from. I know his family, and I know what he's about. And for him to be graduating and to be considered one of the best college players in America and to do the things is just a great story. We're going to miss him. I love being around him every day. I'm sad to see him go, but very proud of him in so many ways.
Travis, all the experts figured you need to win 2 of these last 3. You got the first 2. Are you pretty confident now? I mean, is there any kind of weight off everybody's shoulders?
We're in, I think, but we need to continue with them. That was obviously some motivation, but we don't need to exhale. That's kind of the language we don't need to exhale. We need to keep playing with a sense of urgency and understand what makes our basketball team good. We got away from that for different reasons, but for us to, I think is crazy and amazing was the stretch we went through. I think even the last 4 games is even just as good a story. If you're a positive person, you want to write good things. I mean, that's just as when we went through what we did, and to say, hey, they're going to win the next 4, and it's against some good basketball teams, and I'm proud of the team. But we don't need to exhale. But we still have a lot to get better at. We still have a lot to play for and things like that. But yeah, I think I don't know. We'll see. We don't need to act like it or play. I don't know the best way to put it, but we need to still go out and try to play like we're playing for that. But I think we're okay. I think we're good. What do you think?
I think you're in.
All right. Thanks.
I thought the key point in the game was they had an 8-point lead, and they cut it to 4 early second half. Back-to-back steals.
Well,
Marcus got one and went to the house, and then Forte got one and went to the house, and from then on, you were pretty much in control.
Yeah, we came out offensively. We just took some tough early shots and didn't execute, which led to some baskets for them. But we made some great rotation steals. They were come off rotations of understanding after 1 day's preparation. We didn't do much yesterday, but we did go over some things we wanted to do defensively. They really made some good steals that we told them they might be able to get. That separated it. And Phil Forte's threes help separate it. When he's making threes like that changes the game a little bit. If we can continue to rely on our defense, and we got to rebound the ball better. There's no doubt about that. I don't know what happened there, but if we'll defend like that and pass the basketball like we did the second half, like we did in the games we had 20 assist games back to back, then we're a pretty good basketball team.
Speaking of Phil, how important is it with having, you know, being undersized, obviously, to help create those lanes for guys like Marcus and Markel to get those drives to the paint like they did tonight?
It's huge. We talked about that as a coaching staff yesterday, him being on the fort, what it creates for other people. Because, like a game against Kansas where they never left him. I mean, they weren't leaving him. I don't care where he was. And, you know, and it showed in his shot attempts and percentage, but it opened up so many other things for other people. And tonight, Kansas State is one of the great defensive teams in the country. And they're going to play to their system, period. And they helped off of him a couple times because that's what they do. They rotate, they do different things. And we found him. We don't always, you know, not only is he got to make, we got to find Phil Forte. People at this stage are not going to let him just come off screens and shoot. They know our plays. We know their plays. They very rarely is he just going to come off and just shoot the basketball off a screen. But you can get in the lane and kick it to him if teams are going to rotate. If teams are not going to rotate off of him, then that's going to create driving angles for Marcus, who's a great driver, Markel, who can drive, and LB, who can drive. So when he's on the court, he really helps our offense, obviously, quite a bit.
Yeah. Cox off with a whoop dunk.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was exciting to see. You could tell how exciting the whole bench and everybody was. Mason's been been an asset to our basketball team, a major asset as a person and as a player. His 3 minutes against Kansas were some of the best 3 minutes I've seen somebody play. So, thank you guys. Thank you.